play it or not. But we're gonna see what we can do. I'm gonna try to pop off and go 4-0. Play like myself, nothing no less. I just can't play like a bum. I play like myself. So I just gotta remember that little hype song. There we go. That song's on. There we go. Yeah, let's just play myself. Be myself when I play, and keep it running. I think. Jesus. Might not be able to run a lot because his defense, his like linebackers and O-line's pretty good, but I think I'll be able to run a lot, or not run a lot, pass a lot, because his cornerbacks and stuff are super slow, and I got some speed on me. So unless he plays like zone or something like that, that's like just can't beat me, or like I can't beat it. I might have some trouble, but other than that, then we go to the backup plan with Juice. You feel.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. And he finds Corey Davis. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's who's running back, Edwards-Helaire. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
14-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's good. And he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Bridgewater flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And some room to work. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 78 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Leonard Fournette, for a big back, he can cover a lot of ground, and he showed off the athleticism there as he broke off a big one.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Looked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And they will not get a chance to return through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Jaguars 7, Colts 0.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Flush to his right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
To throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
First down, Jaguars.
From the gun, Bridgewater.
This is Chenault on the receiving end.
And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. That catch good for only a couple. Play action now, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They go play action. Bridgewater. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Fournette, a first down carry. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 27 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. Catch made here by Campbell. And shutting him off, now open field. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First down, Bridgewater. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pitch up. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Jaguars.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The 40-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Bridgewater now. Gets this one to Juszczyk. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. It's Bridgewater. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Jaguars.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Right back to Juszczyk again. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Here's the score. Jaguars 31. Colts 14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
to throw now on first down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
And it's third down.
Here's Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
Bridgewater's pass to the sideline and incomplete.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, his second touchdown of the night, and the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Colts 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds Gronk. And he goes out right around the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Fournette running out of the gun. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
the quick handoff. It's Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars 38, Colts 21.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football. Getting in there to break that one up, Rocky Sin.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Buying time to his left. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the Jags are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak.
so sorry, guys. I forgot about you again. I'm so sorry. The Colts dude was pissed because I railed him. So, you know, the game shouldn't have been that close. He literally would just run out, wait for someone to open up, and throw downfield, and no one's there. So, I don't know what to say. He didn't have any skill to him. So, that's for one thing. But he was also pissed because I tried to score again. But it's a fantasy league. Like, you get XP for scoring touchdowns. So, why not score more? Like, if I want to score more, I'll score more. So, I'll keep you guys updated. I'll probably be on the other teams tonight for franchise, so I'll keep you updated.